everyone. It's Dr. Jeff LeCure, and you know what time it is. It's time for your next wake-up call. Got another really good one for you. And by the way, I want to thank everyone who's tuned in to the last two podcasts and all the great feedback that I've received. Thank you. And you know what? I'm okay with you sending feedback that's not great. I really do. I'm really curious how you experience some of the material that I'm presenting to you. So a couple of weeks ago, you heard the 7 C's of a successful relationship. A week ago, you heard the 3 T's of a successful relationship. But today, I'm going to challenge you, all of you, not just in your relationships, but all of you as a whole person. I really believe in 2026, there's 3 things you have to do. They're non-negotiable. You have to focus on them. They got to be part of you. They have to be something that you will not allow yourself to get off track. These 3 things, I'm telling you, if you do these 3 things starting today in 2026, it's going to be a really good 2026. And they're going to sound so obvious. I think you already know what they are. But I also know a lot of you aren't doing them. And it's time. I know I get on here, I watch the playback, and I get a little preachy sometimes. I remember years ago someone told me I'd be a good pastor, a good preacher. And I absolutely take that as a compliment. So if I get a little preachy, thank you. I'm all right with that. So here's the 3 things that are non-negotiable for you to do in 2026, and you got to focus on them. By the way, not your career. Career is very important. But career without these 3 things is just work. So here's what you got to focus on. Number 1, what you eat. And I'm not some militant guy, some militant shrink that says you got to just be so regimented. Yes, you could have an Oreo from time to time. Why you would, I don't know. I just saw a video on what the cream filling is actually made out of. By the way, they're lying to you when they say it's cream. There's no cream in it. It's all chemicals and crap. However, Nabisco, you make a tasty product. And yes, you can have an Oreo from time to time. Yes, you can have sweets. Yes, you can indulge. And yes, you have to be balanced. I just saw a research study, and they concluded that over 65% of the American diet, what we consume, is highly processed food. By the way, that was the plan from the start. It was to make us sick, to make us obese, to make us need the pharmaceutical company, to make us see doctors and hospitals. Remember, it's all for profit. But shame on them for doing it. But we did it. So I'm telling you, you have to eat healthy. I want you to eat whole foods. I'm not doing an endorsement for the company Whole Foods, and I'm actually amazed at how many of their products on the shelves are not whole foods, right? But you need to eat healthy. I just saw the other day that a lot of eggs that you think are organic, that you think are cage-free, which means they're free range, so they're not stuck in these pens, they're still fed high soy content products, so you're eating that high soy content product. It's not healthy. Red meat has been given a bad name. I want you to go to the grocery store and look at pre-packed chicken. Like look at pre-packed chicken breast, and it'll say organic, but then there'll be a little asterisk that will tell you that it was basically bathed in chlorine. The same thing that you put in your swimming pool your chicken has been bathed in. I can't imagine that that's healthy. You got to read labels. You got to avoid seed oils. You really do. And we got sold for 20 years how bad fats were for us. Yeah, some fats are bad. Most fats, believe it or not, are really good for you. And the irony, I grew up as a teenager thinking eggs were like just the worst thing you could consume, that cholesterol was bad. I don't know if we were lied to or the science was that bad. I think we were lied to. And maybe the science was that bad. An egg, an organic egg, right, that has a chicken that has been fed healthy feed, that egg is one of the purest proteins, highest quality proteins you can ever eat. And yes, the cholesterol is good for you. I just saw the other day that about 40 years ago in the medical industry, if you had a blood pressure of 160 over 100, you were healthy. And then the same medical professionals, I think, lied to us and said it better be 120 over 80. If not, you need medication. You know what you need? Healthy food. I want you to use food as medicine. Did a podcast on it last year. Use food as medicine. Eat well. Enjoy what you eat. But it needs to be as frequent as possible whole foods. Consistent foods. Right? I tell you what, every day I start with. I'm not saying it's perfect, but every day I start with it. Greek yogurt. Unflavored Greek yogurt. Right? If you start seeing 20 ingredients in anything you eat, it's not good. I'm telling you right now. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's been stripped of nutrients. There's a lot of extenders and chemicals and preservatives added to that food. It's incredible when you look at what Europe says you can't do and what our own country says is okay. And there's a lot of foods we serve in our country that Europe says, hell no, can't do it. So you have to be expert on reading labels and avoid seed oils, preservatives. Those are not good for you. And remember, our immune system is in our gut. And some people in the medical profession call our gut our second brain, and I truly believe it. So you have to feed it well. Not that I want to get sued by this large corporation, but take a look. Search. Notice I didn't give you the search engine. If they want to pay, I'll mention a search engine by name. Search the actual ingredients in a chicken McNugget. Search it. See how much chicken is not in it. And see all the preservatives and chemicals and so on. But they sell it like it's healthy. Chicken, healthy. Red meat has been given a bad rap. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's financial. I don't know what the motivation is because there's a lot of cattle farmers in this country, so I don't know how big business and pharma got into it to be anti-red meat. But the burgers you eat at fast food, those aren't real red meat. As a matter of fact, if you go to a grocery store and you see a steak prepackaged and it looks really red, it has been pumped with CO2 to make it look more red. Actual really healthy beef almost has a slightly purple hue to it. Think about that. So I'm telling you, you have to be expert on what you eat. Most of you aren't. Most of you don't care. Most of you take the easy way out. Most of you are eating highly processed, highly chemical, with high preservatives kind of food. And you look like you do. It's unbelievable how obesity has exploded, no pun intended, in our country. And that was the intention. I'm telling you, that was the intention. Think about that. That was the intention. Without obesity, we don't have disease. True story. Without obesity, we don't have disease. Diabetes, heart disease, strokes, very, very reduced if you eat well. Very, very reduced if you eat well. But that's the goal. The food companies, the medical communities are in bed together. They want you sick. The sicker you are, the more money they make. No question about it. Your job is to use food as medicine. And in 2026, I challenge you. I do. I know I don't know you, you don't know me, but I actually care. I do care. I want as many of you as healthy as possible. And if I sound preachy doing it, so be it. But it's facts. Eat well. Number 2, no surprise here. You have to exercise. Walking in the morning in the sunlight just loads your body with vitamin D. Now the research highlights over and over again that sunlight that produces vitamin D is an anti-carcinogen. Think about that. Builds our immune system. Allows us to feel better. Keeps us healthy. Nope. You know what people would rather do? Have the government inject vitamin D into their milk. Really? We're that lazy as a populace now that we have to have the government put vitamin D, which isn't even good vitamin D, into our milk and other food products? Think about how amazing our body is, right? That by being in the sunlight, our body produces vitamin D. It's so amazing, right? Our body is this incredible machine, this temple, that if we take good care of it, it will take good care of us. So I'm telling you, go for a walk and get that sunlight. What a wonderful way to start your day. Oh, it's cold, right? All the excuses. Excuses are for losers. Flat out, I'm telling you, and you know I care about you. Excuses are for losers. Losers make excuses. Winners don't make excuses. Winners look for ways to win. Exercise, and I have really been very focused on a particular kind of exercise lately. This has been a big part of my life for years, and it will continue. But I'm now taking people to the gym, and I am marveling at and appreciating the life transformation they are making by adding weight training to their daily routine and regimen. Weight training. See, you're a different bird. You really are. If you weight train, you got it together. And I am watching people reduce their anxiety, reduce their depression, reduce the things, the negative thoughts that overwhelm them sometimes by weight training, by exercise, by a commitment to that lifestyle. Again, as I've said numerous times, and I'll continue to say it to you today, weight training is, without fail, the best antidepressant and anti-anxiety ever created. And the beauty of it is we get to do it. We're in charge. We get to control it. Right? We don't have to make an appointment. We don't have to sit in a waiting room. We don't have to go to the pharmacy and get it refilled. No. We go to the gym because it makes us feel good. And then the side effect of weight training, not only do you feel good, not only do you manage stress better, not only are you less depressed and less anxious, you look better too. And there's a connection between feeling better and looking better. You know you've bumped into somebody and there's a giddy up. There's a hop in their step, somebody you haven't seen in a while, right? You don't know what they've been doing, but you see their aura of confidence, of owning the room, and then you ask them, wow, you just look different. You carry yourself different. They go, yeah, I'm weight training. Nobody ever says that I'm on a medication. I'm taking Ozempic. Yeah, let's get an injection with gross side effects instead of eating well and going to the gym. An injection. Wow. No one taking Ozempic walks into the room like they own it. But someone who's working out does. Somebody I was working out with today that I'm helping him transform his entire life got there a little before me. And as I walked around the corner, he was on the treadmill. Hadn't seen him in 5 days. He looked great. I can't believe the way he has changed his body in 8 weeks. And I'm not a fan of stepping on the scale and monitoring how much we weigh, because muscle weighs more than fat. So a lot of people get stuck with, well, I'm eating better and I'm training hard and the scale's going up. Muscle tissue weighs more than fat tissue. It's plain and simple. But I will mention, in 8 weeks, he has transformed his body. His waist is smaller. His abdomen is smaller. His shoulders are broader. His smile is bigger. His eyes are full of life. That's in 8 weeks. I walked around the corner. He was on the treadmill like he owned it, like he invented it, like he created it. Weight training, exercise. If you really want to knock it out of the park, exercise with somebody. Oh, it doesn't get any sweeter. And you know me. You know me. I know a lot of you have timed this presentation, this podcast, this program, this show, and said, hey, wait a minute. Dr. Jeff's been going about 17 minutes, and he hasn't personalized it yet. Well, guess what? Here it is. You know I go with my fiance as frequent as we can. And the only reason we don't go together every day, she'll love this on camera, her schedule, right? She actually works a real job. So she's out there working. So a lot of times she does her thing in the morning. But we tend to go Friday for sure, Saturday and Sunday. Awesome. The connection, the fun, the smiles, the flirtation that Christina and I have while we're working out. So we get all the satisfaction of weight training and all the satisfaction and endorphins of weight training with somebody we really care about. See, the gym can be this wonderfully social place where you meet other people who are like-minded. And what a great feeling it is when somebody's been watching you train and then a few weeks later they mention that they noticed something different about you. Hey, it looks like you lost a few pounds. Hey, your arms are bigger. Whatever the hey is, it feels good. And as I mentioned to you before, in 8 weeks, this kid's down 10 pounds. But his shoulders are broader. His arms are bigger. And as I mentioned, there's life in his eyes and his smile. Kid's got $1 million smile and $200,000 shoulders, but they're growing. And you know why they're growing? Here's where I get to sound like the Jesse Jackson of podcasts. Because he's going. He goes to the gym. Get there. Train with somebody. I'm telling you, it is transformative. I don't want the excuses. It's 2026. This is your year. No excuses. Eat well. Train well. And third, you have got to be more social. You have to be more social. Please, I implore you, put your phone down. Facebook is not social, not a sponsor. Instagram is not social, not a sponsor. Snapchat is not social, not a sponsor. Get with somebody. Meet with somebody. Enjoy somebody's company. Be social. Get out. Do things. Stop making excuses. There's so many wonderful organizations out there right now. When they become sponsors, I'll mention them. But they do kayaking trips. They do any activity you're interested in doing or you already have a passion for. There's a group out there looking for people to do it with them. Your local town, through your local high school, does after dark kinds of activities. They call it, educate or community education after dark. I know in my area, Tri-County does a lot of things. Assabet Valley does a lot of things. A lot of our tech vocational schools, which I'm a huge fan of. The best schools in the country are tech vocational schools because they actually teach you to do something instead of being woke. Different talk. And this is the positive channel, so that slipped in. I'll probably edit it out. But here's the deal. All the tech vocational schools have programming in the evening on weekends. You can learn to paint. You can learn to write. You can learn to do hair. You can learn to be a licensed practical nurse. You can learn how to be an electrician. So many wonderful things, but you get out of the house and you meet people. You got to put this down. This is arsenic. This is poison. This is garbage. This does not make you feel better. Posting something and looking at likes does not make you feel better. This makes you feel worse. I'm telling you, you must be social. You know why my phone was so near me? So I could use it as a prop to show you how dangerous this product is. You won't listen. I see it every time we go out for dinner. People are face deep into their phone. That's not being social. I want somebody to come on my program and give me one good thing that bringing your phone into a restaurant does. And do not tell me the babysitter needs to reach me. Because I'm going to be honest, that's crap. Oh, the babysitter might need to reach you, but you will let the babysitter know what restaurant you're at. So if there's an emergency, they go, could we have Mr. Jones please come to the host station, please? There you go. There you go. Kids need it in school. No, they don't. You do it like when I was a kid. This was a woman's voice, by the way. Boy, did you ever notice front desk secretaries had voices that sound like Barry White? Would Jeff LeCure please come down to the main office? Your mother has brought your lunch. Jeff LeCure, please come down to the main office. Oh, yeah. You got ridiculed for it, but she didn't have to reach me. Shame on you, schools, for making our kids less social. Shame on you, mom and dad, for making our kids less social. I saw something on Fox 25 News today. What a joke. I knew it was going to be a joke, too. And they talked about the American Association of Pediatrics was coming out with new guidelines on how to help kids monitor technology. Can I show you how you help kids monitor technology? Hey, Jimmy, give me the phone. You ain't paying for it. You don't get to use it. Here's an hour. Have fun. Enjoy it. But as adults, you're not willing to give it up. You bring it to bed. You wonder why your intimate life stinks. Bring the phone to bed. See, I'm telling you, you have to eat well. You have to train well. And you have to train yourself to be social again. You need healthy relationships in your life to thrive. You got to have them. If you don't have them, I don't even know if you're living. Honestly, I don't know if you're living. And let's cut to the chase in our last few minutes. You do not have 12 friends. It's impossible. You may have 12 acquaintances, and that could be really social and fun. I'm not knocking it. But please don't tell me somebody you haven't talked to for 3 years, a scene in 3 years, is a friend. Imagine if you said that about your spouse. Yeah, that's my husband and wife. Haven't talked to him in 3 months or 3 years. Haven't seen him in 4 years unless he's in jail. That's not a relationship. That's not a relationship. We know psychologically we can only manage at most 2 really close friends. And I want you to do an inventory. Who are your 2 really close friends? And by the way, if you only have one, spot on. If you're in a marriage or a committed relationship, you don't have time for more than 2 close relationships outside of it, and probably really only one, because everything needs time. So I'm going to wrap it up here, because everything I talked about involves time, right? You need time to eat well, to prepare well, to eat healthy food, to be aware of what's healthy. You got to read labels, folks, right? There's so many things online that you can tell if you're confused, or give me a call or email me. I'm happy to do it. And like I said, the first 5 people, I've only had 3 reach out, so I got 2. I told you I'd put you on a health and wellness plan, no cost. So I got room for 2 more. And then you take time to exercise. And part of that exercise needs to be weight training. Hands down, needs to be weight training. As I've mentioned to you in the past, particularly for men, The more you work your legs, the stronger your legs are, and weight training does both, there is a correlation to longevity. Think about that, dudes. The stronger your legs are, the better likelihood you have of longevity. And then find and make time to be social. It's so important. I can't tell you how it makes you feel good. So that is a challenge for you in 2026. And I'm going to keep checking in with you every week. Every single week, I'm going to be checking in with you. I'm going to be motivating you. I hope I inspire you. Next week, I'm really excited about this topic too. I'll give you a little preview. I want to help you, because remember, I've done so much with you about healthy relationships. I want to help you have the most healthy and satisfying and enjoying, and I dare say mind-blowing, healthy, intimate, physical relationships. I really do. And quite frankly, I'm kind of blown away at how little people truly understand about healthy physical intimacy. And it's all steered from, and it all comes from, very few of you had families that even talked about it, right? So I'm going to talk with you about it because there is a connection and a correlation between couples that have a healthy physical intimate relationship tend to last much longer, tend to have a much longer satisfying relationship. There's no rocket science there. So I'm going to provide you a lot of tips. I'm going to make some suggestions for women. I'm going to make some suggestions for men, and I'm going to make a lot of suggestions for couples. And I will tell you, if you follow these strategies that I'm going to talk about next week, you're going to up your game. You will up your game. Hey, as always, I love being here with you. It is such a joy that you welcome me in. This is Dr. Jeff LaCure, and once again, this has been your wake-up call. I'll see you real soon.